Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to a late night horror review. Tonight we're looking at 2020 lockdown horror called Host. Now this is released on Second Sight. This was made during the lockdown and it's based on a Zoom meeting. Now a lot of businesses and a lot of people work from home and a lot of things were done on Zoom. We had Zoom meetings and we had Microsoft, I think, Teams, but Zoom was the one that everyone went to. Now this is not a meeting, it's a group of friends all meeting up on it one evening with a woman to do a seance because they just thought it would be a good idea, I suppose. And we got like a group of like 5 girls and a lad and this woman that's going to do this seance. And the film sort of starts off where we see our main character Haley, and she's sort of our host, if you like, and she's getting all everybody ready for the meeting. And we sort of see everyone appear one by one, and we meet all of our different characters: Emma, Caroline, Teddy, Gemma, and Haley, and all these different Hayden or whatever her name is, and they all sort of come to this seance, and then once they're all ready, some of them take it serious, some of them ain't. They then contact the woman who's going to perform the seance with them, and she comes online and she starts to talk to them about to take this seriously, respect the spirits and all this sort of thing. So they all light their little candles, and they all in. She goes, because she's never done it before. She's never tried to do it online. She says, so we can't get a physical sort of circle going which is where we could get the protection. But as we're in our own homes, we should be fine. So they create this sort of circle, if you like, by them imagining they're in this circle, and sort of like with a rope tied around their waist, ready to take them to the door to escape if they need to. So then they start the seance, and then one girl, Gemma, or whatever her name is, she's really annoying, and she doesn't take it serious, and she creates this fake story, and they all start to believe that she's talking to this guy called Jack, and she's not. She's sort of like made it up, and then suddenly the woman doing the seance loses her connection to the Zoom meeting, and this is where Gemma tells that she was faking this sort of story. And then so they all have a go at her and stuff like this, and while the woman's away, all this strange stuff starts happening. Haley in her chair gets shifted back to the room, like a poltergeist has moved her backwards towards the room. And all these other ones start hearing bizarre noises in the houses and stuff like that, and they go searching around looking for it, and it's really quite scary actually. They eventually get hold of the woman back and tell her online. They tell her that the guy Jack that Gemma said isn't true, it doesn't exist. And she says, why have you done that? He said, because what you've done now, you've masked the circle, so now any spirit can come into the room, or demon, and you've opened the sort of doorway. And that's pretty much what's happened. And the film plays out like a Paranormal Activity sort of film, with lots of no music. There's just quietness, and you've got to listen to sounds and see things going on in the room, and that's what it plays out like, a lot like Paranormal Activity. So what did I think of Host? It was amazing. It was absolutely really cool. I was a bit hesitant. I thought, how's this going to work? Because it is set out like a computer screen, where you've got like the 6 boxes on the screen of the people at the meeting. And when one talks, obviously the screen enlarges to that one person. And that's what happened with Zoom. So that does help a little bit, things like this. So that was pretty cool. And it worked really well. I thought, oh, cool, this is working really well. And it absolutely scary. It was really scary. It's as scary as Paranormal Activity. Maybe not as so, because that was at first of its kind, of this sort of, I wouldn't class this as a found footage film really, because it's not really found footage, is it? It's like it's a meeting taking place, but it's quite unique and really different, and I liked it. The pluses of this edition by Second Sight, it's really cool. It's got quite a few extra features on the disc, which is really cool. And the way it's set out, the film, it looks really good. It does look like a computer screen. I'm not sure where they all are. I think some are English, some are American, and things like this. And some of the characters are really nice, and some of them are really fucking annoying, especially Gemma and Teddy, the guy. And it plays out really sort of well. Really cool film, acted pretty well, and is real scary at times. Really jump scares. But do they all make it through? Do any of them die? Watch it and find out. Okay, I'm going to score this film now as an awesome watch, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It was that good to me. It was really cool. I've not seen a film that scared me quite as much for quite a while, to be honest, and this was really scary and really cool. This is why I thought I'd do it in the darkness, sort of like, because it's like I got my candle lit. So I thought, well, okay, this is my little tribute to the film, and it was really cool. I believe it did stream for a while on Shudder. I'm not sure if it does. I don't do streaming services. I think streaming services are the killer of the industry. Anybody that signs up to them, you know, you're all you're doing is damning your own sort of like interest, because you might think, oh, I'm only paying this, but I'm getting to see all these films. Yeah, but the reason why they're so cheap is because now these filmmakers can't afford to make any films. So I don't do streaming services. I always buy physical media, because I believe that's what keeps the industry going. If you're only paying $6.99 a month for Shudder or Netflix, that money's not going to your film or the film you just watched. Then you know what I mean. That it's just not doesn't work like that. These are corporate companies that are just making money off you. So I prefer to buy the physical media. It's nothing more wonderful than earning sort of like a physical film, you know, or limited edition or something like that. It's just really cool. It's just my way of enjoying my sort of hobby, and it's cool. So yeah, Host, 9 out of 10. And if you guys seen it, let me know down below if you have. It is really cool, really cool, and it's not expensive. It's about £12 on Blu-ray, and I'll tell you why, because it's not very long. It lasts about an hour, but you know what? That was long enough, you know, because a Zoom meeting would last for an hour, wouldn't it? And so if it went on any longer, it'd just be like, okay. And you didn't get any background to these people. They just come into this story, to this Zoom meeting, and pay the consequences for somebody's stupid behaviour in a seance. And it's really cool. Just plays out amazing. Highly recommend it to you. Guys, till my next review, please check out some horror channels. Check out Horror Hands, Horror Geek, Man v Film, RS Design, Pizzawell, The Maniac, Cat Watches Horror Movies, I Am the Ice Lord, and Grumpy Andrew's Haunted House. And a massive shout out to the lad. Till next time, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I see you all soon.